right, man. Got some breaking news coming in. Zion Williamson will be making his NBA debut January 22nd. I believe that's next Wednesday versus Spurs from San Antonio. And also we're going to talk about how Drake helped Paul George and Kawhi Leonard get to the Los Angeles Clippers. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Best donation you can make to the channel is to share the video. And check out our NBA Talk playlist and our NBA 101 live playlist. We'll get started again this year after the All-Star weekend. All right, but Zion will be making his NBA debut next Wednesday, January 22nd versus Spurs from San Antonio. And, you know, he been looking good in pre-game warm-ups and some of the drills they've been doing. They've been showing him how to walk and jump and, you know, do things differently to be more efficient and be healthier. Pretty sure he's been working on his weight. And, you know, now they're going to let him fly. And the important thing to let him play this year, even though he probably can't be Rookie of the Year at this point, is that those season ticket holders, you know, they paid a lot of money to see Zion Williamson. You know what I'm saying? And I think the league was also pushing the Pelicans to play Zion because the Pelicans got a lot of national televised games. And I believe one of the reasons the NBA ratings is faulty this year, or they kind of trended down after a big optimistic offseason with the Warriors breaking up and, you know, pretty much the NBA jam effect of the NBA with the 2-on-2 guys. You got AD and LeBron. You still got McCollum, Lillard. You got Paul George, Kawhi, Tatum, Kemba. You got Siakam and Kyle Lowry. So you got a lot of, you know, good tandems for my people young that's too young to remember NBA jams. It was a 2-on-2 video game, a basketball game, and it was a lot of optimism coming in. Westbrook and Harden, I'd be mad if I didn't mention them. And Zion was also posed to elevate the league. Now, Ja Morant is doing his job. Luka Doncic is doing his job, but I think the league is missing Zion from a rating standpoint of view. From a long-term standpoint of view, I think they should sit Zion Williamson. You know, put business aside. They should sit Zion, let him work on his body for a year, continue to cut down the weight, show him kinetically how to move and jump and walk different and run different so he can have more efficient, longevity in the NBA. But you know what? I'm anxious to see the kid play. That's one of the biggest reasons I wanted to watch the NBA this year is to see Zion Williamson dunk on some grown men and really take it to another level. But obviously, if he took time off, he could work on his jumper. He could work on his mid-range. He could work on his floater. He could work on his post move. He could work on his body. So it's a double-edged sword. It's business, and then, you know, is long-term longevity for Zion Williamson as well, too. But I can't wait. I'm definitely going to have the DVR on if I'm working or I'm not around the TV and see what he's going to do. Obviously, he's going to be on the pitch count, minutes restrictions for people who understand that. So, you know, we'll see, man. But I think it's going to have an effect on the basketball team, man. I think, with Zion and Lonzo and Brandon Ingram, I think this may affect Brandon Ingram a little bit more because, you know, if Lonzo is back running the point, then you got another guy that need the ball. Now, Zion is a dependent guy right now. So he needs, Ingram and Lonzo to get on the ball to help. But that's just another offensive option. The reason why Brandon Ingram and LeBron didn't work is because Ingram is a guy that need the ball in his hand. So I kind of think it's a conflict of interest between Lonzo and Ingram. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Ingram is more of a point forward, a LeBron type of talent with the ball. He better when he running the point and distributing the ball and such of that nature. So is Lonzo. You know what I'm saying? Until Lonzo develop a consistent offensive game, may it be a mid-range, a three-point shooter, his floater going. Once he, get comfortable being aggressive with his offense, then I think him and Ingram could play well together. But with Zion coming back, that's just another guy to feed. Now, I think Zion going to play well. I think it's going to be a lot of opportunities out there. I think you'll see the Pelicans playing at a faster pace. They're going to play really well versus teams like Houston and Memphis, teams that get up and down the court. But I do think that Zion might complicate things a little bit more between Lonzo and Ingram and distribution of the ball there. But I think he's going to do well. I think Ingram going to find him. Lonzo going to find him. It's just at this point, can he become an independent player? Can he become what LeBron and Ingram is, where he can handle the ball and get his own shot? And can he create for others at the NBA level is the question. If he can get his own shot and he can, handle the ball and he can find a position, is he a 4? Is he a 3? in this league, if he could find a position and find some offense, or he going to be a post guy, you know, a 10, 12 feet, you know, mid-range post guy, we'll have to see really what the future unveils for Zion Williamson as a basketball player. But right now, Pelicans ain't in the employment line for victories. You know what I'm saying? They're not looking to win right now. So that's why another reason I'm a little shocked that, you know, he's still going to play. I thought they would tank and try to get a top pick like James Wiseman or somebody of that nature. But look forward to him balling out, though. But, hey, let's talk a little bit about Drake. Drake, and everybody know Drake is one of the biggest fanboys in sports. I mean, he's really indicative of what sports fans is today. One year it's the Miami Heat. The other year, next year is Cleveland. Then they Los Angeles Lakers fans. Now in the NBA, you have NBA fans that are sports fans that are fans of individual players. And, you know, they just, when their favorite player become a free agent, they're a free agent. And that's Drake. One year he sucking down Miami. Then he a hometown guy in Toronto. And then he rooting for the Warriors, this, that, and the third. But he actually helped Kawhi Leonard and Paul George do the thief thing, you know, like Nas say, moving silence. He provided his home for them to orchestrate a move for Paul George to get to the Clippers and Kawhi to get to the Clippers. Now, Kawhi, you know, Paul George said that Kawhi, you know, he texted Kawhi and congratulated him on the NBA championship, and that's how they end up talking about playing with each other. Now, it was said that Kawhi reached out to Kyrie, Kevin Durant, I think even Jimmy Butler. So it seemed like Paul George was his fifth or fourth option, or maybe he was trying to get a third star to the Clippers with them. But Drake provided the home for them to move in secrecy to plan it out, because his home is in the hills in L.A. So remember, Kawhi made Jeannie Buss, you know, meet him way outside of L.A. at some hotel to meet up, and him and Rob Pelinka, and told her to leave AD and LeBron at the crib and meet up. So then he was going to the hills and meeting with Paul George around that same time to orchestrate a deal. And I know a lot of people in Toronto probably going to look at Drake like, Drake, really? 1 minute you in that room with the Toronto Raptors trying to pitch Kawhi and stay in Toronto and be an ambassador, then you turn around and help him lead Toronto and go to the Clippers. Like, what side you want? But that's today's fan. Today's fans don't have no loyalty to a team no more. When they favorite player, free agent, this, that, and the third, you got to understand, Drake got relationships that's deeper than the individual team. He got relationships with Kawhi, Paul George, LeBron. He is probably the biggest rapper or rap star, hip hop star in the game right now. So it's more personal than it is business for him. And remember, he was supposed to offer, you know, Kawhi stake in OVO. And if Kawhi stayed in Toronto, Kawhi would probably be the man there. But there's no place like home. That's what Paul George was saying. So he helped Paul George and Kawhi Leonard pretty much get to L.A. And he let them use his house to orchestrate a plan to keep it on the low. So, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And Drake did what's best as a friend more than it was as a business. And that's basketball for you. You know, that's life for you. And if I'm Toronto fans, I'm looking at him funny, but you know what it is. 1 minute he a Kentucky Wildcat fan, then you might catch him in the Duke jersey. 1 minute he might be a Seahawks fan, then you catch him in a Patriots jersey, then you catch him in a Lamar Jackson jersey. So really, he's just a fan of the sports. He's just a click rider. You know, he riding whoever got the hottest hand. And when Toronto was hot, when Toronto wasn't hot, you didn't see Drake, you know, at the games or as publicized as he is. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. So Drake helped Paul George and Kawhi get there. I link these articles in the description on the article links or source links. And I know a lot of people happy to see Zion debut, man. And I look forward to it. And I think he's going to give the NBA a jump in ratings that they need. And I think, you know, when him and Jai, they really gonna take the league to another level as long as they are healthy. And Paul George, and Kawhi, and Drake, y'all can thank Drake. I know LeBron probably putting Drake on the block list. Like, man, don't call me, man, because he really wanted Kawhi to come to LA to help cement his legacy and probably get 2 or 3 more rings. But hey, it is what it is. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email as well. And those article links are in the description if you want to check them out. Always remember, when I do stories like this, always link my sources in the description. Check out our NBA playlist, NBA Talk, NBA 101. Our live playlist will be kicking off after All-Star Weekend. Appreciate the love, support. Want to make a donation to the channel? That information is in the description. The best way to donate is share the video. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. comment, share the video. Let me know what you think. We out.